Hello everybody, welcome back once again to the Final Fantasy X HD Remaster. So we've just kind of arrived at the travel agency, and I had a bunch of sphere levels built up here, so I wanted to show kind of, just I guess leveling. Well, is leveling the right term, or just powering up maybe? So yeah, so definitely going to do that. I also kind of, I don't know, I just randomly, I guess, noticed here that Titus still hasn't really had any open nodes. And I really wanted to give him one of the MP spheres, right, to increase his maximum MP. But again, he just hasn't had any open slots yet. Which then it's kind of funny where Orin is the opposite, where he's just got so many open slots here that it's kind of crazy. Um, Actually, I kind of want to look at stats here. Um, let's see here, Orin. Wow, yeah, Orin's just got a lot of like innate strength. His defense is really good too, even though again, he just hasn't had a whole lot of actual nodes to activate yet. So really, it's just that his base stats are so good. Yeah, it's kind of funny actually. I guess Waka, looks like Waka's kind of given him a run for his money when it comes to strength. But yeah, that's always, I don't know. I think that's kind of interesting. Anyways, yeah, didn't actually do or get that much on Yuna though. I think in prior playthroughs that I've done, I've actually focused a lot more on Yuna and making sure that her stats are kind of staying up to snuff. Again, because that translates to the Aeons, having better stats as well. I think going forward, I really need to actually focus on her a little bit more and make sure that I'm having her participate in the battles more often. Again, I just really haven't done a great job of that. For a time there, for a couple of the battles, I was rotating everybody in to make sure that everybody gained a little bit, and I'm still doing that for the boss battles as well. The boss battles are a really good source of AP, and so again, I just need to make sure that I'm going forward, kind of rotating all of the characters in. So hopefully I do that.
To the Chocobo Corral.
Okay, so this is the Chocobo Eater. I absolutely hate this guy. This fight is super annoying. Uh, it's really easy to just take him out, but you get additional rewards for pushing him over the cliff, and so that's what I'm going to try to do. Honestly, I just probably most of my frustration here was just with me doing it incorrectly. Um, you need to hit this guy hard and fast, and I just didn't hit him with enough damage right off the bat to get him knocked on his back. And here he pushes me back immediately.
What now? We got a cliff at our backs.
Yeah, what now indeed. You do not want to let him push you over the edge, as we'll lose, excuse me, the rewards. Specifically, there's level 1 key spheres that we will get by pushing this guy over.
Attack now! Push it back!
Alright, so as Oren says there, we need to attack it now and push him back. So basically the way this works is you knock him down, and then as he's on the ground, if you do enough damage to him, you push him backward. And what I missed initially there was I think I cast haste on Titus, or with Titus. And had I actually probably just attacked with him right away, I actually would have hit the, I think it's 1,000 damage that you have to do to this guy to knock him down. And again, had I done that, he wouldn't have actually pushed me back there right away. And so, you know, just even one, like a little thing like that, I guess could have made this a little bit better or more efficient, or I don't really guess I know how to really state that, but I just think that would have been smarter to do that. The other thing that you can do also is, you know, just make sure you get him on his back. And once you've got him on his back, then you can buff up and use, you know, cheer if you want, I suppose, or like haste. I think haste is at least a good idea, especially on Lulu, because she's going to be doing a ton of damage for you. It is not a good idea to summon. Ifrit, I mean, I guess really any summon here, they're not able to do that much damage, and you know, I don't know that I've ever seen or tried, I guess, like, just to see if Chocobo Eater would push back Yuna when she summons. I imagine it still will. But yeah, I guess that's funny too now that I'm thinking about it. I don't think I ever tried that. But again, I'm going to assume that he can still push you back even when you've got a summon out. Because yeah, it seems like that would make the fight too cheap and easy, right? If he wasn't able to do that. But there, if you notice, he starts basically one-shotting my people. Partly that was because I didn't have him blinded still. Unfortunately, I let that fall off, and that was obviously not very smart. And there, yeah, he's using Fist of Fury. I guess, actually, it looks like, so Kimari must have enough defense there to not get one-shot by that. I think Lulu must be really low on defense still. And then here I get knocked back once again. And again, this is just because I haven't done enough damage to him to get him on his back. And that's basically what happens, you know, if you don't continually push him back, he'll knock you back, and it's kind of this, I guess, like kind of like a tug of war. And yeah, I mean, the real problem I had, you know, was just that, like, once he got onto his feet, I wasn't hitting him hard enough or often enough to get him back down on his back. And that allowed him to, you know, push me back. And if you notice here now, Lulu's getting a little bit low again. And the problem with this is you start getting bogged down like this, where, okay, now I have to waste, you know, a character's turn here with Yuna to heal Lulu up, you know, and while this thing is standing. And that is not that's not the optimal time that you want to be healing. You know, honestly, you know, doing this a little bit better would have been, you know, me making sure that if I was going to heal while it was on its back. And, you know, it just didn't really do that. And also, so now if you notice, it's down to about 2k health. That's not in a good place to be. You know, having him so low on health and still needing to, I think I still need to push him back quite a ways. I don't think this is the initial, or the last time. We'll see here, but and so unfortunately what ended up happening was I needed to heal him, which is just crazy and silly, and again, one of the maybe more obvious signs that I just didn't do this very well. Yeah, so there we go. Now I got him actually on the back. Of course, he pops up and knocks me back right away. And so at this point, I knew that he was way too low on health to try to, I guess, just keep going as is. And I realized that I needed to actually heal him, which is kind of funny. But you know, I ended up pulling this off eventually. But you can see this was kind of, I mean, honestly, this was a bit of a disaster. I think that that initial turn was part of it. Was, you know, just not getting him down on his back soon enough. And so then, you know, he pushed me back, and then now there's been you know, other occasions as well where you know, I really should have yeah, I guess maybe, wow, look at that, 91 health he's got left. So yeah, so it was pretty obvious here that I was going to need to heal him even, actually quite a bit more, yeah, to actually pull this off correctly. But yeah, I mean, you can see how it kind of goes. I think that, you know, again, even I think that had I done things a little bit better early on, it wouldn't have made the end of the battle here so disastrous. And it's just, you know, it's getting bogged down, and you know, having to heal my own characters and healing it, which, you know, made this, I mean, pretty silly. But, you know, again, I guess this is also an example of you know, you can still pull it off even if things don't go quite right. But here I notice he's not blinded anymore, so I needed to reapply that. Waka doing 57 whole damage there, which is, you know, pretty laughable. But yeah, that's kind of how it goes. So here he tries to go for the punch, and at this point now I know that we're looking pretty good here, because we've got Lulu and Orin actually both able to you know, deal some damage to him here, and this should knock him down. I think Orin's probably the one that does it. There it is. So just enough. And now I know I needed to do 500 to him, and that was way too close. He was down to about 500. So here I can just use fire twice. Lulu had 2 turns back to back, and that's going to push him off the edge. So yeah, pretty I don't know, not fun. I wasn't wild about how this turned out, but, you know, there you have it. So, ended up pulling it off.
Have you an interest in renting some chocobos? As a token of our gratitude, the first time is free of charge. Please, ask the attendant if you wish to rent.
Thank you so much for saving the chocobos.
Well, you're welcome so much. All right, so that was it. We got the 2 level 1 key spheres, and then I think I got, what was that, a white bangle for Lulu? I don't know. That probably sounds like a blizzard resistant, or yeah, ice damage resistant bangle. But all right, anyways, that is all the time I've got for this one. As always, hope the guide was helpful, and hope you join me for more videos. Thanks for watching.
Drigwi. It means I thank you.